sister.
Blanche, what is the matter with you?
He's left.
Stan? Yes.
Will he be back?
He's going to get the car grease. Why?
Why? I have been half crazy, Stella. When I found out you'd been insane enough to come back in here after what happened, I started to rush in after you.
I'm glad you didn't.
What were you thinking of? Answer me. What?
Please, Blanche, sit down and stop yelling.
All right, Stella. I will repeat the question quietly now. How could you come back in this place last night? Why, you must have slept with him.
Blanche, I'd forgotten how excitable you are. You're making too much of a fuss about this.
Am I?
Yes, you are, Blanche. I know how it must have seemed to you, and I'm awful sorry it had to happen. But it wasn't anything as serious as you seem to take it. In the first place, when men are drinking and playing poker, anything can happen. It's always a powder keg. He didn't know what he was doing. He was as good as a lamb when I came back in here. He's really very, very ashamed of himself.
And that makes it all right?
No, it isn't all right for anybody to make such a terrible row, but people do sometimes. Stanley's always smashed things. Why, on our wedding night, as soon as we came in here, he snatched off one of my slippers and rushed about the place smashing the light bulbs with it.
He did what?
He smashed all the light bulbs with the heel of my slipper.
And you let him? Didn't run? Didn't scream?
I was sort of thrilled by it. Eunice, and you had breakfast?
Do you suppose I wanted any breakfast?
There's some coffee left on the stove. You're so
matter-of-fact about it, Stella.
What other can I be? He's taken the radio to get it fixed. It didn't land on the pavement, so only one tube was smashed.
And you're still standing smiling?
What do you want me to do?
Pull yourself together and face the facts.
What are they, in your opinion?
In my opinion, you're married to a madman.
No.
Yes, you are. Your fix is worse than mine is. Only you're not being sensible about it. I'm going to do something. Get hold of myself and make myself a new life.
Yes.
But you've given in, and that isn't right. You're not old. You can get out.
I'm not in anything I want to get out of.
What, Stella?
I said I'm not in anything I have a desire to get out of. Look at the mess in this room. And those empty bottles. They went through 2 cases last night. He promised this morning that he was going to quit having these poker parties. But you know how long such a promise is going to keep? Oh, well, it's his pleasure. Like, mine is movies and bridge. People have got to tolerate each other's habits, I guess.
I don't understand you. I don't understand your indifference. Is this a Chinese philosophy you've cultivated?
Is what? What?
This shuffling about and mumbling. 1 tube smash, beer bottles, mess in the kitchen, as if nothing out of the ordinary has happened. Are you deliberately shaking that thing in my face?
No.
Stop it. Let go of that broom. I won't have you cleaning up after him.
Then who's going to do it? Are you?
I?
No, I didn't think so.
Oh, let me think. If only my mind would function. We've got to get a hold of some money. That's the way out.
I guess the money is always nice to get a hold of.
Listen to me. I have an idea of some kind. Do you remember Shep Huntley? Of course you remember Shep Huntley. I went out with him at college and wore his pin for a while. Well? I ran into him last winter. You know I went to Miami during the Christmas holidays.
No.
Well, I did. I took the trip as an investment, thinking I'd meet someone with $1 million.
Did you?
Yes, I ran into Shep Huntley. I ran into him on Biscayne Boulevard on Christmas Eve about dusk. Getting into his car, Cadillac convertible, must have been a block long.
I should have think it would have been inconvenient in traffic.
You've heard of oil wells?
Yes, remotely.
He has them all over Texas. Texas is literally spouting gold in his pockets.
My.
You know how indifferent I am to money. I think of money in terms of what it does for you, but he could do it. He could certainly do it.
Do what, Blanche?
Why, set up in a shop.
What kind of shop?
Oh, a shop of some kind. He could do it with half of what his wife throws away at the races.
He's married?
Honey, would I be here if the man weren't married?
Ha.
How do I get Western Union? Operator, Western Union.
That's a dial phone, honey.
I can't dial. I'm too...
Just dial O.
O?
Yes, O for operator.
Give me a pencil. Where is a slip of paper? I've got to write it down first. The message, I mean. Let me see now. Darling Shep, sister and I in desperate situation.